Hi, everybody. This is what grief looks like. It's unpredictable. Um, it comes whenever it wants to. It is very painful. If you're not prepared to handle the grief, it's going to knock you off of your feet. You never expect it to happen. It just comes. When you're first hit with the trauma of whatever has happened or occurred in your life, then you expect the tears to come. You expect to feel anguish. But as time goes on, especially if you're in a leadership position, you're trained to compartmentalize your feelings and not to deal with them at the moment. So when grief hits you, it's a shocker. And in my case, yesterday, I didn't know why I was so sad. I was like, why am I so sad? And I just realized that it was a year to the day that my mom took her departure. I thought it was today. And I said, well, why am I so sad the day before my mom took her departure? She went to heaven yesterday, last year. And boy, did I feel every last one of the pains that I felt the day she left and some more. It's a harsh reality having to deal with the fact that the person that you love, that has always been your confidant, has always been your guide, has always prayed you through, is gone. That is a very harsh reality. And I never could imagine my life without my mom and dad in it. Never could imagine that. Um, but I will say the best way to deal with any hurt, any pain, is to let the tears flow because you can't heal. You cannot heal from the inside out if you don't utilize the natural mechanism that God has given us to heal, which are tears. Don't ignore it. Don't act like the pain doesn't exist because it will only come back with a greater vengeance. Um, find things that will bring you peace. Like today, the best thing for me to do, I don't know why, but it's easy for me to clean, easier for me to clean when I'm hurting or frustrated. I can clean. So, cleaning is my peace. Bathing, I bathed in some lavender Epsom salts, and that helped my body to relax. I went and got me an ice cream with Oreo cookie crumbles, and that was something I didn't need, but it was a good feeling to be able to do something quote unquote forbidden. Um, and I was honest with myself and everyone I talked to, and I just said, today I'm going to take this day to pray and ask God to help me, to rebuild me, to restore me, to refuel me, and to revive me. You cannot take what you're feeling out on God's people. That's not fair to them, especially if you're in a leadership position. These are people who are reaching out to you and expecting you to have a word for them. So, in order to restore yourself, you have to go on a sabbatical. And sometimes you have to just cut everything and everybody off. You talk to them for a few minutes, tell them that you love them, but you are your first priority because if you don't take care of you, who will? You're not a superhero, you're a human. Um, so, those are just a few things. It's real easy to say, stay in your word and pray and seek God's face when you're going through. But when you have tears in your eyes, you can't even see to read. There are some days where you're hurting so bad till the words won't even come out. So um, as my grandfather would say, Just have enough timber sent up to heaven so that when you need God, all you have to do is send the word and he will answer you. So don't feel guilty about not being able to pray or utter words to God. Just take time to close your eyes and just say thank you and help me. And I promise it works. It's worked for me for this whole 2-3 years. So it's been 3 years for my dad. And now it's been a year since my mom's been gone. And it's been 7 years since my husband has been gone. So, yeah, I've been, and my best friend has been gone since April. So, sister girl, I'm going through. I've been going through. But God has brought me through, and I have a lot of good people in my life that check on me and comfort me and send me comedy reels that I really don't want to see, but they make me chuckle. So for those of you who have been there, thank you. For those of you who have disappeared, thank you. And that's the other thing I was going to say. When people disappear, I've had so many people just disappear. And God just told me that I'm going through a pruning phase and a phase of growth. And that he's going to take me to another level spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. And he doesn't want the leeches connected to me when he does what he's going to do in my life. So I'm singing that song, so long, bye-bye. So long, bye-bye. Goodbye to my pain and my sorrows. So long, bye-bye. So anyway, God be with you all. Thank you for sharing this moment with me and letting me express what's in my heart. I hope that something I've said has helped you and has encouraged you. Just cry. Let it out. Talk to God, and just say, God, this hurts. I'm hurting. I need your help. But don't forget to say thank you, because if you take on a spirit of thanksgiving, that gets God's attention far quicker than you wallowing in your sorrows and pain. And then the last thing, remember that you're not the only one that's going through. You're not the only one hurting. You are not, by far, the only one that's hurting. I have a dear friend of mine who lost every last one of his family members within 2 years' time. Every last one of them. And he still has a smile on his face. He's still carrying on the ministry. And it's genuine. It's from the heart. But he said the way he gets through it is he deals with the pain when it comes, wipes his tears when it's finished, dusts himself off, and says, all right, on to the next thing. So it works. Be thankful. Be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful. How's that song go? God has not promised me sunshine, and that's not the way it's going to be, but a little pain mixed with God's sunshine, a little rain makes me appreciate the good times. My voice is not the same, but that's all right. Be grateful and know that I love you, and you can call me. And if I'm available, I'm going to answer. And if I'm not, I will call you back because I love you and I need for you to survive. God bless you. Mwah. Bye-bye.